this Tuesday, we have an update with 5 new Malignant rings that will be hitting the game. You can farm Varshan to earn those rings specifically. And those rings are in Eternal and Seasonal, which is great to hear as well. And then, of course, on December 5th, we have our Abattoir of Zir.
Yeah.
Google Abattoir if you don't know what that is. I did.
It's a slaughterhouse.
It's a slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Cultured Adam. And then we also have Cultist updates hitting on December 5th. And of course, December 12th, we have our first holiday event hitting Diablo 4, which is Midwinter Blight, where players can actually end up earning a ton of different new cosmetics. Dress your character up in some bells, some wreaths, holly, etc.
Get very festive.
Exactly, get very festive.
So I originally was going to talk to Brent about his rogue, but when we started doing this, he saw the Barbarian ring and switched on me.
I'm sorry.
Just the worst. But so for our rogues out there, for those of you, if use your subterfuge skills. It's going to spawn a decoy. It's going to taunt enemies, and then it's going to explode for a really nice amount of damage. Think you're going to have a lot of fun. Adam, this is for you and the rest of the sorcerers out there.
Yes, Ball Lightning crew, yeah.
Well, okay, maybe this will, you'll try something a little different than just Ball Lightning. For the sorcerer, each unique element that you deal damage with is going to give you increased damage, and then dealing elemental damage again is just going to refresh that duration. So, sling fireballs, lightning ball as well, and keep increasing that damage. We have 3 more classes to take a look at. So next up now is the Barbarian. So for our Barbarians out there, when you use, there you are, I knew you were out there somewhere. When you next cast Hammer of the Ancients, Upheaval, or Death Blow, it's guaranteed to be a crit. And that crit's gonna deal bonus critical strike damage as well. Exactly, so hit them hard and hit them often, guys. And I definitely know there's a few druids out there, you guys who don't want to forget about you, exactly.
Oh, druids got the loudest crowd here.
I know, represent druids. So for druids, when you are casting your ultimate skill, it is going to draw enemies in and deal a huge amount of damage based on your willpower. It will do that when you cast your ultimate and then 5 seconds after. And then lastly, the Necromancer.
Necromancers, rise up! That's right.
There's actually 3 Necromancers up here, because 3 of us are playing it this season. Total coincidence. So we all love this power, and we know everybody else loves this, so we are bringing back that walking near your corpses is going to automatically activate one of the following skills, which is Corpse Tendrils, Corpse Explosion, or Raised Skeleton. So yeah, that is...
Okay, so to farm these new Malignant rings, you need to farm Varshan, they're saying. And to get the boss parts, you need to do Green Zone and Trio Whisper quests. So that, Abomination, the Green Zone's really good, and then top it off with, Abomination, some dungeon sellers, etc. Just knock out a bunch of Trio Whispers and get boss parts. Don't forget, you can convert the Malignant hearts into other parts. So check that out at the Occultist. That is a thing. And then I'll put the link for the boss farming video in the description below for this one. And then don't forget, you can already start farming your Varshan parts now. So you can already start doing your Trio Whispers and knocking out your quest and saving up the boss parts for when the patch comes on Tuesday. So don't forget, you can start stockpiling. Yeah. Alright, let's pull up this roadmap that they quoted. So, player completes the final season's journey. So this is very important. A lot of people, I feel like, are going to overlook that. So I know quite a bit of people who have not done this. So you need to go... for me, it's M and then U, okay? And then it's up here, season journey. So I just click on that, and then you need to complete all 7 stages of this, okay? So, you need to do this apparently, in order to do, the Zir event. So you want to have this done before that happens. That's not Tuesday, but I would just get this done before next Tuesday because you should in my opinion you should already have the final season journey done, and then I'm assuming when this patch is implemented and goes live, for us who've already completed it, we'll just get the recipe, question mark. I hope it's not bugged and we don't get it for some reason. So anyways, we're supposed to get a recipe and then we craft the Bloodforged sigil, and then we use the Bloodforged sigil, complete the tier 1 dungeon. We get a glyph if we don't have one already. And then we also unlock recipe to craft Bloodforged sigil tier 2. And then dungeon drops Uber Nightmare Dungeon Upgrade Totem. Gives out a lot of normal glyph XPs. Cool. Player uses that totem to upgrade glyph. And then player crafts Bloodforged sigil tier 2. Player completes Nightmare tier 2. Drops new glyph if they don't have one. Unlocks Bloodforged tier N? Question mark. And then, so the last step is to craft and run the tier N key, the Bloodforged sigil tier N. So that's pretty much, so what I'm saying is you want to have your season journey done before this goes live. And that's going to save you a lot of time
from this event. And you're going to need it because you're going to want to level up this new unique glyph that you can get as a reward for completing the abattoir. This glyph, the Tears of Blood, is tied to the event and is also persists during the duration of the event. But it will be incredibly useful for increasing your character power so that you can take on those tougher tiers of the abattoir. You can see that it has a larger radius than other glyphs. It can grow even beyond that. It has multiplicative powers on it, and it can be leveled up to 200 times. So it is still a capped level, but it has a lot of progression in it.
Okay.
Rudy the Red Cloak Terror.
Oh, God.
There we go. All right. Rod has the worst puns. We know that.
Okay,
So,
all right.
yeah.
So what are you going to be doing? You're going to be heading out into Fractured Peaks. So we're going to bring up a video with some of the kind of gameplay a little bit here. You're going to encounter the Blight Fiends, having a really jolly time.
They are
You know,
so
they
cute.
are. They are.
This is the cutest little,
Yeah. Well, we're going to ruin their day.
murder them.
Yes, exactly.
Snow globe of people.
Murder, destroy those snowmen. And you're going to engage in a number of events that are unique to Midwinter Blight, destroy Frigid Husk, defeat the Blight Fiends. And if you disrupt things enough, you may end up summoning the Red Cloaked Horror himself, who's, as I said, very annoyed at you. And participating in these is going to give you resources that you can take back to the Hibernal Square to progress the event, new cosmetic rewards that you'll be able to earn through participating on the event itself. So these are selection of weapons, and then we also have some really cool back trophies. I really like them. They've got bells.
So the Midwinter Blight event is a cosmetic event. It gives cosmetic rewards, and these are the weapon rewards, the cosmetic rewards that you can get. Some of them look cool. I guess I'll get some of them. But I'm not too excited for it. It's only cosmetics. I kind of wish they would have gave mounts at least, like camel or something. And these are like the backpack mounts or whatever. So yeah, that's the Midwinter. I'll cover more on that later. I'm not too excited about that.
To talk a little bit about leaderboards, leaderboard-driven trials.
He wants it.
And so the way this is going to work is when Season 3 players reach World Tier 4, they're going to be able to compete in the Gauntlet, which is a fixed seed, non-linear dungeon where your mastery and your skill are going to be needed to achieve the highest scores. And those best scores are going to appear on the leaderboards. Now, every time you enter the Gauntlet, it's going to be exactly the same. That means the monsters and their positions, the layouts, the affixes. And because it's non-linear, you have some choices about how you're going to progress through to maximize your score. And of course, if you're playing in a party, you can choose like which direction each party member is going to go, and you really have an opportunity to optimize it. Loot will drop at the end of the timer, so you don't have to worry about picking it up on the way. And as you're killing monsters and you're opening chests, you're going to get instead these pickups called Proofs of Might. They drop from all of this types of content, and you'll have a limited amount of time to collect as many as possible to maximize your score. So at the beginning of each week, a new gauntlet is going to replace the current one, and the leaderboards will reset. Now, this is an image of the solo barbarian ladder we can see here. And you can also see on this next image that we have a number of filters. So there are solo leaderboards for each class, as well as party leaderboards that vary with party size. Of course, hardcore leaderboards. And then when you look at the leaderboards, you'll be able to filter them globally or by platform. You can filter by your friends or your clan. So, I mentioned that these leaderboards will reset every week, but the very best players from each week's leaderboard are going to be recorded in the Hall of Ancients. This is a permanent leaderboard that will cement their legacy. And you don't just have to be the very top ranking on the leaderboards to participate in the gauntlet. All World Tier 4 players will be able to take their shot at participating in the gauntlet and progressing to the leaderboard.
So that means you don't have to be level 100 to participate at all?
No, you don't. In fact, if you look at this wonderful UI that we have up here, you can see that as you're leveling up and competing in the gauntlet and getting higher and higher score, you'll earn these seals. And as you are earning these seals, you'll be able to climb up until eventually you get to the seal of the worthy, and then you'll be able to jump into the leaderboard. And you can show these off on your character profile and game.
So that's going to be pretty much the video. It's just wanted to cover the campfire and everything that went over during the campfire and what's coming out next week. And that's going to be next Tuesday. So guys, make sure you're farming your Varshan materials, getting your Varshan parts saved up, and getting ready to get into groups. I will put the Discord link and all that info in the description below so you guys can join us on Discord. There are people asking in the LFG channel for groups. They're doing boss rotations and other stuff like that, so you guys can group up and play together and try to make some friends on there if you guys would like. And that's pretty much it for the next week, what you guys should be doing for next week. And then that just covers everything up to the Winter Blight event, all the way up to Season 3 for the leaderboards. I will be making more videos as the content actually comes out. So this is just like, like what to expect, what we're planning for. And my plan right now is just, I'm going to farm the heck out of Green Zone. I'm going to do Abomination. I'm going to do Tree of Whispers and just, collect the body parts, as many as I can, try to get as much gold as I can. And hopefully we get some good rings. Necro, I think Necro was the only ring that I saw that's actually usable, that's actually like good. The other rings were pretty, I don't know. We'll see what like Rob says, right? We'll see what he says, but I don't know. The Necro one looks like the only one that I'd probably use. But so yeah, other than the rings, there's not really much they're adding to prepare for, so that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.